Um, After I finished the photography tutorial, it occurred to me that I didn't show you any alternatives about where to put the logo, how to use the logo, and also whether there are additional elements that can go together with the logo with these overlay boxes, because the overlay boxes are not really a part of the logo, they are more a part of the background. So I thought that I would make one other little tutorial to show you some alternatives about what we could do here. So I'm just going to take a duplicate of this thing here and put it inside the logo box, the logo folder I meant. Now let me bring this over here, rotate it, holding down the shift key so that everything is perfectly straight. And let's open this, because we're going to be primarily working with this, and I'm going to make this 100. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrow this down to here, to this golden ratio thing here, and like so and so, and then just close this for a second, take the crow, open this back up, and since we're going with the golden ratio, let's just put the stroke of the logo type right where the stroke is. Now let's close it, and let's move it up here. Now you may say, oh, but we don't have that here. That doesn't matter. What is important is that we kept the same ratio, we kept the same proportion of the 1 to 1.6. So that's really what matters. So here you would have a new way of using the logo. Now let's take this here and whoops, move it over here, open this, bring this up here, bring it in here. Now it's going to be, hold on, see, it's aligned to this here. So I'm using different directions of the golden ratio diagram, but that doesn't, like I said, that doesn't really matter. What matters is that we always have the same proportions. So this could be another one. Let's go back. Now let's take the logo and close this. And do we always need to have the logo where the these lines are? No, not really. As long as we have the right proportions, then everything should be okay. So how about if I have the logo all the way up at the top? Would that work? Yep. Now let's see what it looks like with other elements. Now let's look at this. What I would do with this one here is I'm just going to do this in a really quick way. Let me close this. Let me merge the group, and then let me invert it so that it becomes black on white. So could that be another way of doing it? Yep. Now let's continue. What else could we do? Could we rotate the logo and have it be, let's see, let's align it to here, scale it down to this proportion, to this. Let me just zoom in to show you what I'm doing. I'm scaling it so that it's as wide as this, but what I would need to do in that case is I would need to make this rectangle longer. Now let's close this. Could we have the logo over here? Sure. Where's the photograph? In that case I would probably move the photograph over. Let's close the black rectangle. Do I need this? Should I have this? Let me open this. I might do something like this. But then have this be really light, like so. And then let's take the logo again. Can we now move it over here? Let's try another photograph. Oh, that's the yucky one. Let's see what we can do with our concert musician. Here I might put it here or here. And close the white rectangle, but instead open the black rectangle. And maybe do something like this. Or take the logo and move it up here, and then make this really light so that I just have kind of like a line here. Actually no, on second thoughts no, because we already have this kind of craggy line here in the photograph, so when I add this on top of that it's not really working. So I would probably just do what I did before, put the logo down here. I think this is working better. Or let's rotate it. Let's move it up top. Let's open this again. No, I need the other one. Let me just close this picture real quick. Where's the logo? Let me scale the logo like so. Now let's open the picture again. Close this. Take the white rectangle, move it up to here, but let's now make it like 50%. Does this work? No, not really. But if I were to bring it up like this, does it work now? Yep, it sure does. Now if I were to take this now and scale it over, bring it down, close this, get this to be a bit darker. Is this working now? Yes. What I would probably do with this one though, I don't know if I have enough room, but if I do, I would probably move him over a bit. And it seems like as if we're catching an alignment here. Oh, so the center of the photograph is centering with that? Yeah, okay, sure, why not? But let's go back to this here, and maybe this can maybe become a different kind of overlay. Let's see, hard light, soft light, normal. Let's stay with normal, but let's actually make this completely white, so that it's no longer that muddy gray, because we can of course do that. And what we can also do is we can also make this completely black, so that we start getting let me see, let's do this so that we get the whole thing. And what I could do probably is I could probably open up the curves a bit with this photograph. Actually, no, I can't do that, because then I start to lose him. But what I would like to do is I would like to make this top part here become a little bit lighter. Now I would need to rasterize. Well, what I can do is I can go to the original photograph and select the top part here. I can't do that with a smart object, but I can certainly do it with when I click on it, and then I can go to feather, which I can also reach with Shift F6, and I'm going to give this a very big feather, like a 180. And now just open the top part here so that I don't lose any of his details, but this top part becomes lighter, like so. Now let's save this, and when I save this, now this part here has become much lighter, and so now we have something like this. And we could also maybe add some text here or something like that. That might look nice on a folder as well. Now let's go back to one of the other things. If I were to use this one, how would I do that? I might actually close this, open this, open this, okay. I'm just thinking, could I maybe make this smaller? I don't think I can, because this is very, very thin text. So what I was thinking, well, let me give it a try. If I make it come in like this, is this text still going to be legible? And then if I do, no, it's not working anyway. Let's take this, give it a rotate, bring it up to this corner here, scale it down a bit, so I could maybe use it like this. We already looked at that one. We didn't look at this one, but you know, burgers are burgers at the end of the day. Nothing terribly exciting there. Now with this one here, I would probably use the white one again, and I would probably scale it down to here. No. Let's see. bring it down to here, maybe? No. Bring it down up to here. That might work. Now, one of the problems that we're having with Simai's logo is, well, it's not a problem, but it's something that we need to bear in mind, is that she has very, very lightweight text, and then she also has this very thin line drawing, so we can't really make this much smaller, because the details will just disappear. We could conceivably make it bigger, but then, okay, let's go for broke. Let's try that. Let me just open this again. Now, if we make it bigger, I would not put it like this, because it's just breaking up the picture, it's breaking up the whole design. What I would probably do is I would probably do it in another way. I would probably do it vertically. Let's see. And then I would scale it down to here, but then move it up to here. And where are the famous rectangles? Actually, I need to move this up. Let me just close these so that I know where I am exactly. Then I would probably bring this down here. Where was it? It was this one, right? Yeah. And then make this something like 30 or 20 even. No, not really. It's not really working the way that I want it to work. Okay, how about we try this? So I want to put it in here. But let's see. Can I get away with making... No, I can't get away with making it that small. Let me just open this again. Let's go to this one. Let's move the white one. No, sorry, bad idea. Because I don't want to use the nice colors of the thing. But hey, what about if I do it like this? What if I take this and bring it down here? Is that working? And then what I would probably do is I would probably bring back the black one, but take it down to like 50 or 60, 50. And then I would have the logo here. With this I don't need to do anything. This is done. Same I think with these ones. What happened up here? What am I... Did this image slip? Okay, the image slipped. Okay. So this is working very nicely with that as well. But with this one, I would maybe also put this on a vertical. Just let's close these, and I might actually use the white one. Or is that a good idea? if I bring it over like this. No, forget it. This is a much better solution. With this one, yes, we can leave it like that, but I would definitely make the black overlay completely black. Yep, this would also work. Here I might reduce the opacity a little bit. And this one we already looked at in a different way. Okay, so now you have a few different ways of doing this. But obviously this is not all about boxes. It could also be other objects, and also in the case of Simai's logo, because she has these very thin things here, like the crow, and then also especially this here, I can't really use this logo without the box. It disappears completely. So I need to have some kind of dark background behind it, or I would need to find photographs that have very dark backgrounds that I could put them on. So for example, if I had this here, and then I would maybe just, I mean, I could put it here, but then this is not a terribly good place to put it. I could make it bigger, of course, in which case I would start having a hard time knowing where to put it, because if everything was as thick as this, if you have a logotype which has a thick weight font like this, then you can do a lot more by putting the font, the logotype or your icon directly on an image without having to worry about a background. But in this particular case, with this particular logotype, we can't really do that. We do need to think about legibility, which means that we would need to have some kind of box behind it. But we can use it black on white or white on black. I would strongly advise against making these background boxes for the logotype a color, or these overlay boxes a color. I would keep them black and white, and not grey either, because grey is going to neutralize things, either white or black, because you have all of these, well, you will have, just like I have them over here, you have all of these photographs that have a lot of color in them, and when you put color into these boxes, then you are killing the photographs. You are killing the color effect that the photographs have. So I would keep all of these elements black or white, and not grey either, because grey is going to neutralize them, like I said, so that your colors can actually come to life. The colors in your photographs can actually come to life. That is why. Okay, so that's the end of this one, and I'll see you later.